Turn up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live.
Hi, I'm Susie Bowman here with Graham Fire and Rescue at Station 94, our main headquarters, and I'm going to give you a tour of our awesome station. Follow me! Here it is. This is our main lobby of Station 94. This is where all our big chiefs work. We have one fire engine. It's not this one. This is a little old and retired, but we've got our fire engine out in the bay that you'll see later, as well as a medic unit and our battalion chief, the boss of all the firefighters. So we'll start heading this way and we'll talk to some administrative people. They are the ones that make this fire department really work. Right here is where our main secretary usually works, but she's not here today, so we'll follow on this way. Looks like some doors are closed. Aha! We have our first victim here. This is Deputy Chief Espinoza, soon to be our future fire chief. Hi, Chief.
Hey, Susie, how are you?
Good. We're just doing a little station tour around 94, so showing
Great.
them some administrative offices first.
Great.
Yeah.
We're just busy watching movies right now, catching up on old sitcoms.
Oh, thank God.
Great. Just kidding. Great to see you all. Thanks for doing it, Susie. Great to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you, Chief.
All right.
All right, why don't we knock on this door? This is Michelle Miller. She's our payroll specialist. Let's see if she's home. Hello? Oh, hi.
Hi.
We're just doing a tour of Station 94.
Had a
And
little meeting,
yeah.
so nice to see you.
We interrupted them. I'll get talked to later.
Okay, bye.
Well,
I'll make sure you
take
get
care.
to eat,
I appreciate it. We'll keep going down here. We've got Jody Reynolds. She's one of our support specialists. I don't think she's home today. And got a few other offices. Sandy Roberts, she's our district secretary. And then our fire chief's office, the big guy, the man in charge. His office is here, but he's not here today either. They're busy people, that's why they're not here. So we'll just continue on down this way. We've got Annie, she's our human resource person. That's a very important job. I don't know where she's at, but she's somewhere, I'm sure. And we'll continue down. We have Chief Waltrip. I don't know if he's home. Hello? I guess nobody's home today. That's okay. You guys are really here for the fire engine, so that's fine. And then we have our logistics chief, Chief Richards, as well as our training chief over here, and Chief Mason. So they're kind of the head guys that make everything work and function in this department. Let's continue on, and we can go see some firefighters and see what they're up to. All right, so now we're going to enter into the firefighters area. This is where we eat, we cook, we sleep, and where we do all our training and our learning. So come on and follow me. All right, first, this is where the duty crew, as the sign clearly says, where all of our firefighters come in and we do our online training. Firefighters do a lot of online training, just like those kids do in school at their Zoom meetings. So we've got firefighter Tigley over here. Wave to the camera, would you, Tigley?
Hey, guys.
And then we got firefighter Newport here.
Hi.
All right. And then we've got firefighter Corby over here, looking up some interesting things, some good training, good videos. So we'll continue on. Why don't you keep following me? We'll go see the lieutenant of the station. And their office is not too far away from the firefighters, so we can have good communications and have a conversation.
Hi, Susie.
This is Lieutenant Richardson. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing some training too. They get their own special lieutenant phone. So thank you for letting us come on this station tour today. And
Would it be weird to say thank you to everybody for all their support right now?
no, I don't think so.
Thank you to everybody for all your support. We appreciate you.
I agree, and I will second that. Thank you very much. We'll continue on, and we'll show you our commissioner's room and the firefighters' training area. Oh, there's a meeting going in there right now. Do you want to continue? Okay. All right. So this is our training room, and this is where we have a lot of meetings. Right now, we have our Assistant Chief Waltrip. He's our MSO, our Medic Supervisor Officer, as well as all of our shift MSOs. So all 4 of these people are paramedics, and they help all the other people that do EMS, which every single firefighter in our department is associated either EMTB or they're a paramedic. And they're the ones that kind of make that function and divvy out training and teach a lot of training. So they're very, very important to our department. But this is where we do training. That's why I'm speaking so quietly, because they're in a meeting right now. So we can go ahead and head back out and keep looking at where the firefighters live and eat. All right. Oops. I guess that's all our lights that we have here. Usually, this is where our battalion chiefs would be. Our battalion chiefs are very busy people. They have a lot of computer screens, as you can see. I wish they were here. They're pretty fun people to talk to, but again, they're busy, they're training, they're up talking with the head chiefs, or they're out on calls, of course. So we'll continue on. So it's a really long hallway down here, and you can see multiple doors. It's because firefighters work 24 hours a day, and so we do have beds here if we get the opportunity to sleep. So we'll go ahead and walk on down. We'll see one a little bit later. This door over here is where we work out. Physical fitness is a really big part of the fire department. We have to be physically fit, mentally fit, and we have to eat good too, even though we like ice cream. So come on in. Oh gosh. We got a lot of firefighters in here working up a storm. Goodness. Say hi, guys. We're filming, doing a station tour.
2010.
Woo! They're working up a sweat. Let's give them some time here so they can work out.
2014.
Yeah, working out is something that we try to do in our daily schedule every day to make sure, like I said before, that we stay physically fit. So we do have, like I said, some rooms, and this is where the firefighters, this is kind of your classic dorm room. So you'll have a bed. I'm sure everybody at home has one of those beds. They're familiar. We've got our blankets, and then we have lockers to keep all of our uniforms in and our boots and that sort of thing, and secret candy stashes, of course. So we'll continue to walk on down this way. All right, as you can see, we have a lot of bedrooms, which that requires a lot of people to work here. We have a medic unit, which has 2 people on it, an engine, which has 2 people on it, and in 2022, we're gonna have 3 people on that engine, and our boss, the battalion chief. So that requires a lot of rooms. And on top of it, we have 3 different shifts. So think about those numbers. We need a lot of beds, am I right? So we'll continue on. More bedrooms, bedrooms. We even have a washer and dryer because we obviously launder our clothes. We want to make sure we're nice and clean and we look presentable when we come see you at your house when you're having an emergency. And then we have our area where we cook our food during the morning, afternoon, and night. A little TV area when we get our downtime. So come on in. So you can see it's a pretty big area. We've got our TV with our little chairs that we sometimes get to relax on, sometimes maybe have a little bowl of ice cream or 2. We've got our big table that obviously has a lot of chairs at it for lots of people, and then our huge wall of lockers where we can keep all of our extra food. Now, here's our big kitchen. We've got all of our firefighters in here. Obviously, they got hungry after that workout, so it looks like they're eating a lot of food. We have 4 refrigerators, which always seems to blow the minds of little kids. They've never seen 4 refrigerators in one house before, but at the firehouses, we definitely have 4 different refrigerators. Usually it's 1 for each shift, and then this one is for all of our chiefs, because they always come back and steal our ice cream. So we've got a big stove, lots of drawers, lots of dishes. We do a lot of cooking here. Mostly all together we do our cooking, but yeah, that's pretty much our kitchen. So we'll continue on. Come on, follow me. So now we're in the bay, the main event, the big thing that you've probably been waiting for, because who doesn't love a good fire engine and a medic unit? So we'll first look at these lockers. They're kind of funny lockers, but this is where we keep all of our bunker gear. So this is all the stuff that protects us from fires, our helmets. It's a nice place to keep organized. And so this is where we all keep it. Most of the time, this is just firefighters over here, and a lot of our officers will be on the other side. But as you can see, it's a pretty big area because we have a lot of people that work at this department and at this station because it's our main headquarters. Oh. Now, we'll look behind you. As you can see, there's an empty spot here. Usually, I'll just do a little funny spin because I like doing spins. There's usually a battalion chief's SUV that is here. Again, they're very busy people, so he won't be here right now, but usually you'd see a pretty cool red and black vehicle sitting here. And that's our battalion chiefs. They're the one that run all the fires. They run all our car accidents. They're the people that are in charge. They're very important. And then behind me, this is where I'm working today. It's called a medic unit. It's a big medic unit. And we've got lots of different tools and equipment on here. And it's primarily to help people that aren't feeling very well. So we can take a look in the back. And well, actually, I'll show you my gear and where I store that, as I think that's kind of a fun thing. So, like I said earlier, there's two people that are on a medic unit. One of them's a paramedic, that's myself, and then we usually have an EMT that's over here, and that's where they put their things. Usually, we have our morning checks, which we'll put on our bunker gear, stuff that we put on for fires. We check our packs, make sure we have lots of air, and then we make sure we're ready to go. That's the big thing with the fire department. If anything happens, we should always be ready to go. So, and I am ready to go. So we'll continue and take a look in the back of that medic unit. Let me turn some lights on here. So as you can see, I would say I'm one of the shorter people in our department. I can fit easily in the back. My partner today, not so much. He would probably have his head cranked. But it's a pretty big space. We do carry a lot of things because we do take care of a lot of variety of different people. Some people that have a hard time breathing, some people that have some heart issues. We can take care of them and take them down to the emergency room. As you can see in the center, we've got our gurney where we can put people on, load them, and go, which is a great thing. Usually, I'm either sitting on this bench seat or the bench seat over there, and that's where I do my patient care most of the time. We have all our boxes and bags is what we call them. They're located up here. Move this trash can out of the way. Now, if someone was to call 911, we don't have them come to our medic unit, obviously. Sometimes people can't walk. So we have all these really cool bags and boxes that we can bring to them and give them care. So we've got our red bag. That's for our kiddos. This black bag, that's for if somebody got into a car accident and they were hurt, a trauma patient. We've got our green bag here. That's to help people breathe. And we've got a medication box. We have an airway box in case somebody was not able to breathe. We can help breathe for them. And then we have our super cool, it's called a Life Pack 15 or our heart monitor. And this does a lot of different things. It's very cool. It can take your blood pressure, check your pulse rate, can check how much oxygen you have in your blood. And so this is a really cool machine, and we like it very much. It comes on every single EMS call with us. So that's a little bit, just a tiny, maybe 5% of what this medic unit can do. But we'll continue on and go look at that fire engine. All right, so that was the medic unit. Let me close these doors here. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what if a unit broke down? Fire engines and medic units don't break down. Well, in fact, they do. And here in our bay, we have one of our backup engines. So if one of our engines was having a mechanical problem, we have a backup that we have a bunch of equipment in already, and it makes it very quick for us to do a quick vehicle exchange. So we hope that we don't break down, but if we ever did, we do have a backup here. Usually we also have a medic unit backup, but guess what? One of our medic units is broken, and they've got to go into the backup. So that's a little bit about why we have another engine here. It's all about making sure that we're responding and that your safety is our priority. Now the big thing. This is the one you've been waiting for. It's the fire engine. Ah! Now, to help lead you with this is going to be Firefighter Tigley. He's driving this beast today. You're going to love his tour. So I'm going to hand it off to you, Firefighter Tigley.
Hey everybody, welcome to Station 94. Glad you could join us. This is Engine 94. We'll start off over here inside the cab. This is where all the controls are, where our sirens are. Turn on the flashing lights, makes a lot of noise. I'm not going to do that for the video though. So when you see us going down the road like this, be sure to slow down and get out of the way. And as you come back here, got a pretty big cab. We can fit 5 crew members inside of here. And this is our whole control system for pumping water and spraying water on the fire. We got our fire hoses. A whole array of tools inside of here. This even opens up and we got more stuff stashed back here.
It's kind of like a toolbox, really, isn't
Exactly, it's a giant toolbox. And back here's where we keep all of our EMS equipment for all the people that need our help. We go on calls, we bring our bags in. Up above we have even more hose. The big yellow ones on the right are what we connect to the fire hydrants and flow all the big water out of. These tools are pretty cool in here. These are what we would use on a big car accidents if we needed to help pry open a door. We have our spreaders, our cutters. The spreaders are so strong that as the jaws open up, it could lift up as much weight as this fire engine weighs, which is about 48,000 pounds. Very strong, cool tools.
Let's have a look so you can get an idea of how big these are. Whoa, watch out.
And the nice thing about these is they're battery operated, so we can deploy them really quickly in an emergency and get right to the person that needs our help and get them out of the car as fast as possible.
You definitely don't want to put your finger in there.
Over here on this side, we've got even more tools. We use this bag. This is everything we need to connect the hose to the fire hydrant. We got chainsaws. That's called a circular saw to cut through metal objects. And right here is where we keep our SCBA packs. This is what, combined with our masks, allows us to breathe inside of a fire because we're breathing a whole tank of air right here to keep ourselves safe while we're going in.
Yeah, we don't want to have any smoke in our lungs. That would be bad. So that's why we have our packs here.
All of our engines have a bunch of traffic cones because one of the most dangerous things we encounter is when we're stopped in traffic on a car accident or anything like that. We have to control off the whole scene just to keep our members safe and the patients safe as well from oncoming traffic.
It's a good message. If you ever see a car accident, just turn around and don't come anywhere near us, you know?
And then over here, we've got even more hoses. This is what we would deploy to go in and fight a fire. More view of the cab. This is where the red helmet sits, the officer. She's the one that gets on the computer and tells us where to go and leads the way for us.
All right. Now you've seen the big fire engine, Big Red as we like to call it. And again, I didn't point this one out either. Sometimes our battalion chief rigs, they go out of service too. It's very rare, but they do. And this is our backup right here. So now you've seen everything that's in our bay, you've seen everything, and you've met a couple people in our admin office, and you've seen where the firefighters live for their 24-hour shifts. So I hope you enjoyed our tour. We certainly enjoyed showing you, even if it's virtual. Maybe someday soon we'll get to do some more station tours and see you at the Pierce County Fair. Thanks for coming along.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where.